It's a Avi.
TikTok's not showing the whole comment, probably because it wants to save me the embarrassment. It's supposed to say, where's the bridge? You mean this thing? I hate it here. It's literally on my book. Look, and my mom even asked me when I was trying to tune it, she was like,
aren't you supposed to do something with that?
I was like, no, it's fine. I don't think it goes anywhere. Now, after tuning this violin, I somehow have to fit this under here some magical way. It's fine. It's not fine. Ugh. I should have known there's a 54 here. And I was like, why is 54 randomly written on the violin? Now back to the drawing board. Day 1, where I will try to retune my violin with this thingy. I don't know why I thought this was like, I don't know what I thought this was. I'm going to use this hat as a distraction and say, take it easy on me. This is my first day and I'm trying to teach myself how to use the violin. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to try to run through this for today. Okay, quite a few people suggested getting a shoulder rest, which I looked in my handy dandy violin bag and I have one. So just see how to put this on. Okay, that looks like it goes on there. And then I gotta get this other side to do the same. I'm gonna tighten it. Am I doing that right? Is this right? I feel like it might be too far down because I saw that you should be able to keep your violin here without your hand because you got to use your hand to like move up and down the keys. Oh my gosh. Hello? Did it break? Maybe there's not enough rosin at the bottom because that sounds a little rough. Day 3 of learning the violin. I am taking your suggestions, and this next suggestion comes from Meredith. Love your progress. The violin is my favorite instrument. A suggestion though, use the whole bow except for about 1 to 2 inches at the bottom. So I was kind of focusing down here. So I'm gonna try that. Also applied more resin to the bow and I added a shoulder rest. I don't know how I feel about the shoulder rest yet. Like this does feel more comfortable than yesterday, but I don't know yet. Try to use the whole bow. Okay, let me just keep going. I don't know what I did wrong from today versus yesterday. I did apply resin and I did add the shoulder rest. This is all learning. It's all learning. I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm not sure what's changed. I don't know if it's the bow. Maybe I need to loosen this a little bit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'm scratching the rosin. I think that's enough resin because it says that the bow shouldn't be white. It should be like a little bit yellow. I saw 2 ways to apply it, which was like just to apply it like up and down like this. I also scratched it slightly before I started. So hopefully that's enough. Ooh. thinking about like taking former violin lessons because I've always been interested in the violin, and that's why when I saw it I was like, oh, I have adult money now, I'm just gonna buy an instrument. I think I want to try to keep this up for a while to make sure it's something that I really actually want to get into, because I have heard from a lot of comments that it is a difficult instrument, and so I want to make sure like I'm locked in before I go and like pay for a teacher, like maybe just learning the basics at home, and then that way when I go to see the teacher I can, you know, really refine those skills. I appreciate the suggestion and I'll definitely keep it in mind. Okay, bye. I don't know what happened this morning, but it was like not sounding right. I'm just gonna go back to the drawing board and retune it. I actually have a tuning app this time because I don't know what happened to this tuner. It's not turning on. I've tried re-putting in the battery and it's just choosing violence. So we'll try to play with this and see what happens. This is a free app called Simply Tuner. Like start recording and go chord by chord. Okay, please check if you have played the right string. Dang, that's really low. Okay, let me try tightening the string. Still tighten? Oh, loosen the string. It says very low. Please check if you have played the right string. I'm trying. Okay, yay! I got a perfect. Hold on. Perfect. I've got A. Perfect. All right, let's do the rest of these. Snack break because I'm getting fast to eat, but it's okay because now I have food. Okay, I got A and E settled. Then E. So now I gotta just make sure D and G are aligned. Okay, that's very low. That sounds more like a G almost. Goodness knows the wicked life so lonely. Okay, I'm gonna use my little fine tuners. Okay, after like an hour of trying to get this tuned again, I finally have it. G. D. A. Ooh. And E. Yay! Day 4 of learning the violin. I'm taking some suggestions from the comments. I'm gonna take a step back, focus in on some of the basics because I got a little excited, a little ambitious, and I said I want to start playing some songs. Just going to be practicing for like maybe 15-30 minutes, some hand placements, some finger placement, and one comment also said to lose the bow for right now and just really practice by plucking each of the strings. I'm really thinking, so I don't overwhelm myself, is that I'm probably going to try practicing like maybe 3 times a week. I was like this week very much like I'm going full dive in. I want to do all this stuff. I'm going to try to like next week scale it back just a little bit, probably like do 3 days a week if I'm feeling up to it, maybe more, but only set the standard for myself for like, you know, 3 days. Oh yeah, how's it going? Oh, this? Oh, nothing. Just my violin. Hands free. But this feels like it's gonna like slip out of my hands, to be quite honest. I keep noticing that I am extending my thumb and pinky. I do kind of want to make sure that my bow placement, hand placement is right. Also, I want to make sure that my bow is tight enough because when I was using the rosin, it was basically sticking to the back of it. To the back of the bow. So a video I just saw by Rebecca Leo Music on YouTube said that a finger should be able to fit in between. I'm just going to tighten at the bottom just to make sure it's good. So I think that's good. I make sure my finger placement's good, which I keep seeing people hold the bow differently. Like I know the pinky and the thumb need to be curved. I'm seeing people hold it here, which I think they call the frock. Ryoko has some opinions, and I've seen people holding it here, so I don't know. I'm just gonna pick one and go with it. After watching Violin Lounge on YouTube a few times, I'm seeing that I need to have my thumb kind of here. These two fingers need to be on the frock, and this one can be on that, I can't remember what she called it, but she called it like an eye or something. And pinky here. I think that's good. I still feel a little tension here, so, oh. That's why. Okay. So yeah, that's literally why. But this feels like it's gonna like slip out of my hands, to be quite honest. I don't know how I feel about this. That's why I think my thumb keeps doing that, because it feels like it's gonna slip out of my hands. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I keep really wanting to like bend my thumb because the bow feels like it's slipping if I don't. I definitely need to practice the bow placement more. Heck, my finger placement keeps changing. Okay, I know this isn't proper, but I think while I'm learning, I'm gonna try to keep my pinky kind of curved under. That's not really comfortable, but it stops me from, it looks like my pinky is the issue. It stops me from hyperextending it like that when it should be like this. So I'm thinking if I practice like that, I should eventually be able to get used to having my pinky curved. Does that make sense? I don't know. Using YouTube University, I'm going to attach the shoulder rest. So some people said that one side should be slightly smaller than the other. Look, I got my glasses on. I'm not really seeing it. I'm gonna try putting on the shoulder placement and just keep trying until it feels right. I'm not sure if I'm gaslighting myself, but I think this side is the thinnest and this side is the thickest by like maybe a teeny tiny bit. Watched a few videos. I'm gonna put the thinnest part underneath the chin rest and the thickest part on the other side. Why are my hands sweaty? I should be able to hold this with just my neck, and that should free up my hand. Okay. Is it supposed to be kind of curved forward like that? I think I was putting a little too much of my face on it before. I think I was putting a little too much of my face on the chin rest before, because I guess because it's called a chin rest, I should only be putting my chin on it. This doesn't feel secure to me though. Okay, now I do think I have that right. Okay. So we'll put that on. Okay, there we go. It should just be able to stay like that. I'm not really sure if this is more comfortable than before. I think it's also just new, so I'm getting used to it. And it keeps slipping off. I'm using Corey the violinist video for her placement. She said to have it in rest and then grab it by this part, put the shoulder on there, and then put my chin on and let go. Okay. Feels like it's gonna fall off though any moment. Oh yeah, how's it going? Oh, this? Oh, nothing. Just my violin. Hands free. I moved the chin rest to be a little bit more like curved here and a little bit higher on this side. I don't know if that's right, but that's what feels right. I got a feeling, doesn't feel uncomfortable. I feel like this hand is free to do whatever it pleases. A few comments that said my wrist is laying flat, which I did notice that it was laying like this. And so I'm going to look at a few videos on how the wrist should be placed. The last thing that I'm practicing for today is my wrist placement. And I saw Violin Explained talk about the wrist placement, the fingertips, and how you're supposed to be applying pressure, which I didn't realize that when I was doing this, because your hand should be able to move up and down. This basically is what I've been learning. You should be applying pressure with your fingertip, not your wrist. And I was definitely applying pressure with my wrist like this before. I'm just gonna keep practicing that. I tried Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for today, the 4th day, and then I might take a break. I'm really having a hard time with my finger placement on the bow, so I'm just gonna give myself some grace. This is a new instrument, and I'm going to take a break and stop because I'm getting frustrated. To close out the day for me, I am going to try to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star one more time just because I know that one. And I've been seeing comments to resin the heck out of this thing, so that's what I'm trying to do. To have a small sense of accomplishment, I just want to apply some of the things that I've been practicing for today. I hope that's enough. Okay, first thing practice today is shoulder rest. Should be able to rest comfortably without my left hand. And then hand placement, I want a straighter wrist. Move my hand basically up and down like this and use my fingertips for pressure instead of my wrist. For my bow placement, I have my thumb curved, I have my fingers over the frock here, and then I'm tucking my pinky, which is not something that I learned, but I need to get into the habit of curving my pinky, and I keep extending it out. Ooh. I jacked up my wrist. Continue to follow along for my violin journey. Okay, bye!